Tonight on Southwest Local News. A man arrested in Warrnambool today following multiple thefts and threats. Police pull over a driver at a speed of 160 k's outside Grassdale. Locally born comedian Dave Hughes throws his support to the Liberal Party. And in sport, close competition marks the open grade netball this Saturday.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Liam Fitzgerald.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. A Warrnambool man has been arrested by detectives today. It's alleged the 38-year-old had stolen multiple items from several retail stores and supermarkets in the Warrnambool area. Items allegedly stolen include energy drinks and confectionery. He also made threats towards retail staff and towards members of the public. He will be charged with theft, unlawful assault, assault with a weapon, threat to kill, threat to inflict serious injury, and assault of a customer-facing worker, and face court at Warrnambool. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. Police this week pulled over a motorist driving at 160 k's an hour in a 100-kilometre zone on southwest roads. The speed limit infringement meant an immediate loss of licence as well as a $1,475 impound fee. The driver was apprehended by Casterton Police on Saturday while travelling on the Grassdale Merino Road in Grassdale. The driver was a 65-year-old Invergordon man. His vehicle was impounded for 30 days and he is expected to face court for excessive speed and dangerous driving. Comedian and Warrnambool export Dave Hughes has thrown his support behind the Liberal Party ahead of this year's state government election. Hughes was a special guest at the Liberal Party's Western Victoria Region campaign launch in Geelong on Saturday night. This event was attended by South West Coast MP Roma Britnell, Bev MacArthur and Richard Reardon. In an interview with Southwest Local News reporter Anthony Brady, Hughes, a lifelong Labor voter, laid bare his frustration and why he has thrown his support behind the opposition.
So, mate, from our point of view, from a country point of view, why do you think it's so important to have a change of government?
I think they've been dishonest with the money that taxpayers have given them, and certainly not enough's gone to regional areas, that's for sure. So, they generally ignore areas where they're not going to win. So Warrnambool's missed out on quite a bit. I know they're rebuilding the hospital, but I don't think that's being done in a good way. I just don't think they do anything well, and it's just basically everything they touch is just full of corruption. So it's like, rebuild the hospital, but where's the money going? How much money's going to where it should go? How much is not going to where it should go? Every infrastructure program's crazily overpriced. It's a disgrace. So the Victorian government building programs are a disgrace.
Agriculture Victoria will be holding an information session in Warrnambool regarding the H5 bird flu. The pop-up session will be held at Gateway Plaza tomorrow, Thursday, August 20, from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Members of Agriculture Victoria will be on hand to answer questions from the public. Southwest Victoria is a hotspot for H5 bird flu cases. Entry into the Ozone car park in Warrnambool is being transformed. A 3-month trial has begun today in Flardy's Lane. As part of the trial, Flardy Lane becomes an exit only for vehicles, with vehicles directed to enter via the car park on Tymel Street. The trial is being managed by Warrnambool City Council, with crews making the appropriate road markings on Tuesday. Opportunities to provide feedback will begin approximately 4 weeks after the trial commences. For the second time in a month, the Southwest has missed out on the state government's allocation of new paramedics. The Premier, Ben Carroll, has announced 25 new graduate paramedics and 4 new Micah paramedics have been added to the Ambulance Victoria ranks. Melbourne suburbs will share in 20 of the paramedics, with the other 4 heading to Geelong, Kilmore and Gisborne. The 4 Micahs will be based in Wonthaggi, Mildura and Horsham. This follows on from the announcement of 53 new paramedics by former Premier Jacinta Allen in late July, with no Southwest placements. The snub comes despite Warrnambool having the fastest Code 1 emergency response times in Victoria. Warrnambool Mayor Ben Blaine has used a visit to Parliament House to push for more housing infrastructure in the southwest. Blaine was part of a delegation from the Southwest Alliance that attended Parliament last week. He noted the high demand for housing in Warrnambool and that problem is set to grow. Councillor Blaine says housing for key workers continues to be an issue in the area.
We know how important housing is in the region. We've got one of the lowest rental vacancy rates in all of Victoria across Southwest Vic. And we need trunk infrastructure. We need that infrastructure for power, water, sewage, gas, to be able to have housing, to be able to continue to grow our workforces, to build our economies and really make a difference across the Southwest region. I think it's so important, and it's a number one priority for the federal government, and down here at the state, it is 100%. We know there's a housing crisis. It is a priority for them as well. So we're making sure that we're getting what we need out of the funding that's available from the state government to make sure that we can actually deliver what we need.
The call has gone out for interested parties to have trade stands at this year's Warrnambool Show. The annual event will be held on October 31st at the Warrnambool Showgrounds. The show has been going since 1854 and has enjoyed a resurgence in popularity in recent years. The move from a 3-day to 1-day event in 2018 has proven a winner with the public. Show Secretary Nicola Brown is excited about the run into the show.
So yeah, if you're interested in coming to the Warrnambool Show, put your application in and we can book you in. So if you're not selling anything in your community group, you don't have to pay anything. So you just have your little site down there. And then in the water rooms, if you want to be in the water rooms, you can, like, some of them got candles and chocolates and, but yeah. It's going really well, we're getting really busy, got lots of things happening, and with the national shearing and wool handling coming up, and that's all getting organised and stuff, so yeah. I've been here since 2024. Last year was my first year doing the secretary role, and this is my second year doing it, but yeah, I'm 23. I kind of like it. I just like the history behind everything and how long it's been running, this is our 171st year and it's been going for so long and I love it. It's so good.
Southwest lovers of orchids are in for a treat. Not only is the Warrnambool Orchid Show happening in October, it's been announced that guided tours of the show will be also available. This is the first time the tours have been offered as part of the Orchid Show experience. Groups of 10 or more will have an experienced tour guide to explain what orchids are on display and how they grow and are cared for. Those wishing to book a tour can email the Orchid Show. With places limited, the Warrnambool Orchid Show tours will take place on Friday, October 2nd, with the show opening to the public on Saturday and Sunday. Loved and Shared in Warrnambool is on the lookout for more donations. There is a lack of stock in girls' clothing sizes 4 to 14 and all sizes in boys' clothing. Baby safety gates are also needed, as are car seats that are 8 years old or newer. The Loved and Shared warehouse is at Cooper Street in Warrnambool and is open to accept donations from Tuesday to Friday.
What we're after at the moment are children's clothing, size 4 through to size 16 would be great. Rear-facing car seats are high on our list of demanded items. If you have any safety gates as well, we'd love to see you down here at the warehouse making a donation. Look, we've just finished our busiest month on record in July. We assisted 92 kids in our region. So with that means a growing demand in the items we need. So we'd love to see you down here at the warehouse donating any children's item, and you can check out our most required items on our Facebook site and website.
And that wraps up general news. After the break, we'll return with sport and weather. Back soon.
G'day, Jeff Cook here at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool. We're more than just tyres. Our team not only specialise in helping you with your tyre needs, but other mechanical needs as well. The Tyre Factory Warrnambool has all the leading brands of tyres, including Hankook, Maxxis and VFG. Plus we also offer a number of wheel packages and wheel alignments. Get in touch with us at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool for your mechanical needs. We are more than just tyres at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool, Raglan Parade.
Hi, Ben Cunnington here. When it comes to looking after my property, there's one place I trust, Bell's Garden Centre. They stock ride-on mowers from Ferris, Ariens and Country Clipper, plus small power equipment from Victor, Super Swift, Echo, Shindaiwa and Greenworks. With over 60 years combined servicing experience, they'll keep your gear running right. And it's not just machinery. Bells have everything for your garden, from giftware and pots to bird baths and concrete features. They even deliver anywhere across the southwest. So if you want the best for your yard, head to Bell's Garden Centre. They've got you covered.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest, and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back, and first making news in sport, Warrnambool needs victory in the last home and away round of the Hampden League Open Grade Netball this Saturday to ensure it nails down third place on the ladder ahead of the finals. The Blues are favoured to defeat the Hamilton Kangaroos. They sit on 40 points, the same points as 4th placed Cobden and 5th placed Port Fairy. Warrnambool coach Kate Lindsay spoke to Southwest local news reporter Anthony Brady about her team's chances.
Going into this week, obviously just a must-win.
Yeah, absolutely a must-win, and a must-win by a decent margin to finish third. But I suppose regardless of the result and the margin, we've guaranteed a spot in finals, which is pretty pleasing for us given that, 6-7 weeks ago things weren't looking that great for us.
What's been the turnaround?
Oh, I think the Camperdown game was the turning point for us. We had some really honest conversations as a group after that game and reflected on our performance, but also what we needed to do moving forward. And yeah, just the work rate at training has improved, the commitment from the girls has improved, and just in a really good mindset. And I've been playing some really good netball as a result.
What's your best netball look like? What do you know you're playing well when you see?
Oh, I think as consistent as we can to 60 minutes of good netball is when we know. And look, we're still building. We're not at the 60 yet, but a game against Terang Mortlake on the weekend was probably as close as we've got in a while. So we know that we can do it. It's just around, I suppose, maintaining that mental strength and, just believing in our ability to keep putting our foot down if we're in front, but also not ever feeling like we're out of the contest if we're a few goals down. So just a shift in mindset. And I think with that comes our ability to just run out games, both mentally and physically, much better than we have been previously.
It may be a dead rubber, but Terang Mortlake will be looking to finish off an impressive second half of the Hampden Senior Football home and away season in style. The Bloods will travel to Koroit to take on the Saints on Saturday. The teams will also meet the following weekend in the qualifying final. Terang Mortlake has won 6 of its 8 second half of the season games, with a draw to North Warrnambool Eagles and a loss to Portland, the only stumbles. In their only encounter this season, the Bloods defeated the Saints by 20 points in round 9. A career at the highest level has now begun for South Warrnambool's Maggie Johnstone. The talented teenager made her AFLW debut for Essendon on Sunday. The Bombers went down to the powerful Brisbane Lions in a tough opening round at Windy Hill. But Johnstone made an impressive start to her career, gathering 10 disposals, watched on by a large contingent of family and friends. The Bombers will play Sydney at the SCG on Sunday in round 2. A last round loss has not stopped Kaloranura charging into the finals of the Warrnambool and District A-grade netball. The Power lost to Merivale on Saturday, but have finished 5th on the ladder and will now play Old Collegians in this Sunday's elimination final. It is shaping up as an intriguing game too, with the teams matching up well. When they last played in round 11, the Warriors won a thrilling contest by 1 goal. Finals fever is among us. That's all in sport. After the break, we'll return with the weather. Back soon.
Hi, I'm Roma Britnell and I'm your local Member of State Parliament. Together we can make the South West Coast an even better place to live. But I need you to let me know what's important to you. Only then can I truly understand your aspirations and be the best representative for you. Feel free to drop into my office and share your thoughts with me. I'm also online at romabritnell.com.au or catch me on social media. I'm here to work for you. Let's make it happen and let's make a difference.
Are Are you struggling with that creative endeavour? Are you struggling creating cool digital art? Keep gluing your hands to a friend of yours? Are your 3D prints never turning out just the way you want them? Well, One Day Studios might be the place for you. Your one-stop shop for learning, creating and turning your ideas into a reality. You can have access to everything One Day Studios has to offer. Professional heat press equipment, 3D printers ready for your next design, high-quality cameras and lighting setup. Whether you're brand new or an experienced maker, start creating with One Day Studios.
Through the race and out onto the arena, here is the toss. Tom gets the first possession, quick pass to Brett, drops the sitter, play on down the corridor, a cracking effort by Sam. Down the line to Tim with a sizzler, a turnover from Michael. Rachel gets it back, a chip kick to Charlotte, shakes off a tackle, back down the line to Sam, stacks on the mill, but he gets it out to Brett, he spins and bags a goal. Kerman's Hamburgers for the win, a fan favourite since 49.
If it's time to add a little magic to your flooring and windows, our online catalogue is full of great ideas at great prices. There's magic in a Solomon's floor.
Yes, Grace, and there's magic in a Solomon's store.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. Temperatures are stable over the next few days with scattered showers and sun across the southwest, with showers easing to the weekend. Now let's take a look at the forecast. First in Port Fairy tomorrow, showers increasing with a top of 15 the next 3 days. Friday, cloudy with light showers, northwesterly winds. Saturday, winds northwesterly becoming light in the afternoon. Up to Mortlake now, a top of 15 for the days ahead with showers predicted for Thursday. Friday, a low chance of showers, partly cloudy with daytime lows of 5. Saturday, cloud coverage for most of the day with lows down to 6. Inland to Camperdown and Colac, showers predicted with a top of 14. Friday is also expecting a top of 14 with winds tending northwesterly. Saturday 14 with cloudy conditions, winds northwesterly to westerly. To the coast at Port Campbell, temperatures are stable with a top of 15 for the next 3 days. Showers ahead for tomorrow with winds northwesterly. Friday, skies cloudy with daytime lows of 8. Saturday, medium chance of showers with winds northwesterly. Home to Warrnambool, a top of 15 predicted for tomorrow with the next 3 days, with partly sunny conditions and showers easing. Friday, light showers, winds tending northwesterly. Saturday, partly cloudy with daytime lows of 8 degrees. That's it from your Southwest Local News team. Thank you very much for tuning in either online, on the podcast or on 3-Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand at southwestlocalnews.com.au or on our Facebook page. Until Friday night, have a great night.